My name is Isabel. I am 35 years old. I work in a small office. I have a quiet life. One day, a new boss came to our office. His name is Robert. He is 40 years old. He is kind and friendly. He smiles a lot. His voice is soft. He makes everyone feel happy. At first, he was just my boss. I said hello. I smiled. I went back to work. But after some time, I started to feel something. I liked talking to him. I liked hearing his voice. I felt warm when he looked at me. He asked me, "Are you okay today?" I said, "Yes, thank you." But my heart was beating fast. He made me laugh. He remembered every little thing I said. He stood near me when we talked. I began to think about him at night. I didn't want to, but I couldn't stop. Then one day I saw his ring. He is married. My heart broke. I was sad. I told myself, "You must forget him," but it was too late. I was already in love. I didn't plan this. I didn't want this. But now I think of him every day. I smile at him. I talk to him. But inside I feel pain because I know he is not mine. Every day I see Robert at work. He walks past my desk. He smiles. He says, "Good morning, Isabel." I smile back and say, "Good morning." I try to look normal, but inside I feel broken. I love him, but he doesn't know my secret. No one knows. I sit in meetings with him. He looks at the screen. I look at his face. I try not to stare, but it's hard. I feel happy when I hear him talk. One day Robert stood close to me, very close. He helped me with my computer. His hand touched mine by mistake. My heart jumped. My face felt hot. Robert said, "Are you okay, Isabel?" I smiled and said, "Yes." But I was not okay. I wanted to cry. I know this is wrong. He has a wife. He has a family. He is not free. But love is not always good. Sometimes love hurts. Sometimes it is quiet like mine. A secret love, a silent love. When I go home, I think about Robert. I sit alone in my room. I ask myself, why do I feel this way? I don't know the answer. I only know one thing. I can't stop my heart. One Sunday, I went to the park. I wanted fresh air. I wanted to clear my mind. I closed my eyes for a moment. Then I heard a voice. A voice I knew, Robert. I opened my eyes. He was there, just a few steps away. But he was not alone. A woman stood next to him. She was smiling. A little boy ran to them. Then a little girl came. They laughed together. Robert picked up the girl and kissed her head. That woman was his wife. Those were his children. I froze. My heart felt heavy. I could not move. They looked so happy. They looked like a perfect family. Robert looked different. Not like my boss, but like a husband, like a father. He did not see me. I was glad. I turned my face away and looked at the trees. I wanted to cry, but I held the tears inside. I thought, this is real. Robert belongs to them, not to me. I sat there for a long time after they left. I felt empty. I felt small. I asked myself again, why did I fall in love with him? But there was no answer. I walked home slowly. That night, I didn't eat. I didn't sleep. I just lay in bed and whispered, "Forget him, Isabel. Please forget him." But my heart said, "I can't." It was Monday morning the next day. I didn't want to go to work. My heart still felt heavy after seeing Robert with his family, but I had no choice. I got ready and went to the office. I tried to stay quiet. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to smile. Then Robert came to my desk. He looked at me and said, "Isabel, are you okay today? You look a little sad." I looked down and said, "I'm just tired." He sat beside me and said, "You're a good person, Isabel. You always help others. You're quiet but strong. You're special." My heart stopped. Special. That word stayed in my head. No one ever called me that before. I smiled, but I was shaking inside. I wanted to tell him everything. I wanted to say I love you, but I didn't. I couldn't. He smiled at me again, then went back to his office. I sat at my desk, staring at the screen, but I couldn't work. My heart was too full. That night, I looked at myself and said, "He thinks I'm special." And then I cried. I cried because I was happy. I cried because I was sad. I cried because I knew he didn't belong to me, and maybe he never would. I knew my love was real. One day after work, Robert and I stayed late in the office. We were alone. I wanted to say many things, but I was afraid. He looked at me and smiled. "Isabel," he said, "you are important to me." My heart beat fast. I looked at him. I felt scared and happy at the same time. I wanted to ask, "Do you love me?" But I said nothing. Robert spoke again. "I am married, but I like you, Isabel. You make me feel alive." My eyes filled with tears. I didn't know what to say. He said, "I don't want to hurt my family, but I can't stop thinking about you." I was confused. I was sad. I wanted to believe he would leave his family for me, but I knew it was not right. I said, "Robert, I like you too, but you have a family. I don't want to be the reason for pain." He nodded. "I understand," he said. We were quiet then. After that night, things were different. Robert and I worked together, but we didn't talk about our feelings. We kept a distance. I thought a lot about love and pain. I knew loving a married man was hard. It was full of sadness and secrets. One evening, I told myself, "Isabel, you must be strong. You must love yourself first." I decided to stop hoping Robert would leave his family. I decided to find happiness without him. It was not easy. Sometimes I still thought about him. Sometimes I still felt my heart break. But I learned that love is not just about holding someone. Love is also about letting go. I began to smile again. I started to love myself. Robert will always be in my heart, but now I am free and I am ready for a new beginning. If you liked this story, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.